Hi guys, and welcome to my channel over here. My name is Dawn, and today we're going to do a first impressions video. We have some high-end and we also have some drugstore. So if you like these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love if you would subscribe and become a part of my YouTube family. So we're just going to hop right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start with eyes first. I always start with my eye, especially if it's a new shadow that I don't know if there's going to be fallout, although this is not a new brand for me. I did go ahead and go and prime my lids with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I set it with my Pro Filter setting powder by Fenty. This is a brand that I've just really grown to love. I feel like, especially with their eyeshadows, they're very consistent, but we're going to try the new Colourpop Princess Designer Collection eyeshadow palette. Now, I'm more of a neutral girl, and there's definitely a lot of pop of colors, but you also have some neutrals in here. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and do a colorful look for you guys today. And I do have some new to me brushes. I know they're not new. They're the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collection. So I got them at Marshall's for $3.99, and I feel like they look quite similar. One of them is like a crease brush, one's supposed to be like a blending brush, but I feel like they're pretty much the same. So I think we're just going to go ahead and use one. So we're going to go ahead and jump in with, let's see, since we're doing a colorful look, although there's only really one colorful look here, I feel like as far as mattes go, there's a lot of colorful shimmers. Let's go ahead and try the Juju, the pinkish color, and then maybe we'll hop in with Grumpy. So there's definitely some kickback, and I love that they have the princess names here, and I feel like, yes, Colourpop does release a lot of stuff, and it can definitely get hard to keep track of their collections and what they're releasing. I feel like they release stuff every week, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's great. I like it. I don't go and pick up everything that very pigmented, by the way, especially because I'm not used to this bright color. So very pigmented. You don't need a lot. I feel like that's good though, because I feel Colourpop is in the middle of high-end and drugstore. They can be a little bit more expensive than some drugstore brands, although drugstore is getting up there. They definitely are. Like NYX stuff, some of their stuff is like $20, but they are cheaper than high-end. So I feel like for the people who can't afford high-end stuff and they want to, you know, keep their collection going, since Colourpop does release a lot, I feel like that's good for those type of people. I like both. I like high-end and drugstore. I am definitely someone who, if I can find a dupe to a high-end product, I'll do it. I will definitely. That is pink. That is definitely pink for me. I'm going to go ahead and get, speaking of Colourpop, this blending brush and just blend out those edges up there just a little. So, what, Diggy? My doggy decided to come join us. I think he's wanting to jump up on the bed. You can do it. You can do it, Diggy. Go ahead. Go do it. Hi, buddy. What? Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, he's jumping on my lap. Do you want to come say hi? You guys want to see the diggers? He's going to start shaking, though, because he doesn't like high places. Oh. Here he is. Oh, hi, Diggy. Oh. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, yeah. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everyone? Say hi. Ooh, who's that? He sees himself in the mirror. Oh, and here comes the cat. Oh, goodness. All right, you guys, I gotta let you guys down. I gotta let you down. All right, I apologize for the interruption. All right, so let's go ahead and go in now with hopefully not as much of that pink color. Here, let's grab this brush. Hopefully I learned, and it's not going to be as much this eye. I do have hooded eyes, so I usually do my shadow a little different than most people. I also want to say, like I do in like all my videos, I am 36, so you will definitely see, you know, I do my makeup a little different, especially concealer. I don't like to put a lot of stuff under the eyes. So I don't do the whole, although I don't think a lot of people do the big triangle anymore with their concealer. I feel like that's kind of over. And as you notice, I usually tap my shadow on first and then I'll go in and blend it out, just because I'm 36, you know, my skin's getting looser every year on my eyes and my face, but also because of having the hooded eyes. You know, makeup is makeup. I feel like there's, you know, I have two girls. I have a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they're both into makeup. The 12-year-old has just started this past year, and I think it's because this past school year, the one we just ended, was her first year in middle school. So, you know, she's got the crushes of boys. She's, you know, definitely trying to find herself more, which I feel like is great. And she's a lot like her mother, very stubborn, very opinionated, and yeah. So I always tell them, yes, you know, there's certain rules to makeup that like even I will follow, but for the most part, it's makeup. It washes off at the end of the day. You know, just do your thing, do how you want to do it. Like, there's always tips and tricks, and I'm always trying to find different ways. Like, I used to be someone who didn't like to set my concealer because, like I said, I don't like to have a lot of stuff under the eyes. And I found a trick. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's done it, I can guarantee you that, but I one day decided, you know what, I'm going to see if a gripping primer will work like a powder and use that instead of a powder to set the concealer. So I used my e.l.f. gripping primer, and it actually worked really well. But then I started using a power puff, and I'm telling you, the power of the puff, girls, you have to get one. I've mentioned it so much in my videos. You can do it, Diggy. Do it. Go ahead, jump. You can do it. You can do it. You can get up there. There he goes. He always just needs some encouragement. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use this brush. If you see, it's kind of got like this flat side here, and then it's kind of angled. I think that's that one. It's hard to kind of see this one and the one that I'm actually talking. No, it's this one. So this one, as you can see, it's like, yeah, it's a little flat and angled. So we're gonna go ahead and use that, and we're gonna put a little bit of that brownish color, and we're gonna see how this is gonna turn out. Because that's pink. What, Charlie? And we're gonna put it here on that outer V, and then I'm gonna tap it on, but then I'll start blending it. And I never bring that second color. For me, I don't like to bring it all the way into that crease, which, because I have hooded eyes, I pretty much create my own crease. This ain't looking bad, actually, putting those two colors together. But as I was saying, it's just your own personal preference. You know, I found the power puff and I haven't turned back. I now set my eyes, and for some reason, I don't know why, but with that puff, because it's so amazing, I mean, I know why. The puff is amazing. I got mine off Amazon, and I got a 6-pack for $4.99, and I swear to God, it works just as much as if you would go get the Beauty Blender one, or I know there's a few others out there, and I feel like it works just as well. And you know, just wash them. Haven't gotten rid of any of mine. At some point, clearly you'll have to throw them away, but that's one reason why I decided to check Amazon first and get that pack, because yeah, at some point I'll have to toss them and repurchase. But just like you do with, like, you know, a beauty blender or a sponge, because I feel like even with the beauty blender, you don't need to go and spend a lot of money on that. There's some really, really good sponges out there. Like the e.l.f. one, that I use almost every day, or my Equal Tools Plant Me Sponge. Amazing. And really good price. $5 for both of them, or you can get a 2-pack of the Eco one for like $8-9 on Amazon and Walmart. I've gotten mine on the Equal Tools one on both Walmart and Amazon. And then I'm pretty sure the e.l.f. one is the same. Pretty sure it's the same price. So I like Colourpop shadows. I know a lot of people get really irritated about all of their drops. They did just drop another collection like right after this one, and I will be reviewing that one, and I have an announcement I'm going to go ahead and announce in that video, so I'm excited. We also today have a skincare slash possible makeup. I don't know how new it is, but I figured I would try it. I was actually at Ulta last week to pick up our complexion product, and I saw it, and I've never tried anything from Ren Beauty. I have a hard time, honestly, like gravitating towards makeup brands that celebrities have made, mainly because I feel like a lot of them just slap their name on a product, call it good, give you a meeky odor. It is early in the morning. It is only 7:40. Like, I film these first impressions super early so I can give you guys a good wear test if I have a complexion product, but also because it is super hot where I live. And that also brings me to saying I apologize if you guys can hear the fans in the background. I have to have them on because it is super hot in here with all my lights on, and we are like in the hundreds right now. So in here it's like hotter, you know, with all the lights. So I have to. I keep wanting to look in here, and this doesn't have a mirror. That's the one gripe I have with Colourpop, is most of their palettes don't have a mirror. That's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I feel like you can't really, for some reason, it's not coming off on camera as well as it is in person. It's definitely not bad. I will say I have other Colourpop palettes that I like a little bit better, but not too bad. We're going to go ahead and dive in with this pretty purple on the lid, and I'm just going to use my finger. And then I always come back after concealer to finish out the eyes. But we don't have a new concealer, so I will go off camera to try on any products that is not new. And so when I go off camera, I'll finish up the eyes. But I will say, definitely a new trick that I have also found is, no, Char, you gotta stay down. I will buff on one of the colors that I used, or both. Sometimes I mix both, that I used on my crease, on my lower lash line, and it really does help like hide those creases, because you know what, we all got it. We all got creases. Actually, honestly, for having, you know, almost mature skin, I call my skin mature because I am 36. I do have a little bit of fine lines and wrinkles. I will say I've not been like super religious on skincare throughout the years. I haven't been like horrible at it, but I definitely could have done better. 100% could have done better throughout the years. So I will say that for my age, my skin is actually pretty good, but I'm sure there's some girls out there who have better skin than me that are, you know, 36 or even older, because they probably took better care of their skin than I did growing up. I'm pretty, I don't want to say hard on my girls about that, but I'm always reminding them, you know, take care of your skin now. I'm just getting in those corners that my finger couldn't get in. And then we'll do any cleanup. That's one reason why I do my complexion first. One of the main reasons is then you can just take and clean it up. Alright, we got something there in the corner of our eye. So that is the Colourpop palette. Not bad. Like I said, take, you know, a buffing type of brush. I used to take a brush like, let me find one. like an angled brush like this I used to take and put on the lower lash line, and then one day I was like, you know, I'm gonna buff it in. So I buffed it in, and it definitely hides those creases. So like I said, not too bad. I do like the shadow. I just feel like I do have a few others that I do like better, but I do like it. It's one I will use again, and I feel like if you're someone that is a collector, you'll like this because it's a collector palette. All right, we're gonna now, what I usually do first, and I kind of forgot, is I would put on like a lip mask, some type of, you know, lip oil, something like that, while I do the rest of my makeup. And we do have the Luxe Lip Oil from Colourpop, so we're gonna go ahead and slap this on, and then we'll let it sit. Feels nice and hydrating. I like that. We'll let it sit here while we do the rest of our makeup, and then when I get ready to finish up the face, we'll take it off and we'll do our lips. All right, so do I want to? Yeah, let's go ahead and I do have a brow product too that I'll do when I go off camera to do the concealer. It's the Covergirl Micro Easy Breezy. I've been using that forever. I feel like two departments that drugstore excels in is mascaras and brow pencils. So really you don't have to go and get a high-end one. Although my favorite high-end one in the past has been the Benefit one, and they just dropped a new one, so I might pick it up and we might review it here on this channel, because I have been wanting to try a different brow pencil. I just haven't done it because I like the CoverGirl one and it's cheap. It's like $6. All right, we're gonna go ahead now and we're going to use for our, oh wait, no, let's go ahead and do the Rim Beauty product. So like I said, a lot of times I don't like to use celebrity brands just for that reason. However, I have had good luck with Fenty and Rare Beauty. I just did a Rare Beauty one. You guys have already seen that, and I liked everything in that besides her illuminating primer. It just, I like a glowy lit from within look because I have dry skin, but however that one like accentuated, it just showed all my texture and the little tiny pores I have. I really don't have big pores, but it really did show even the little pores. So that was the only product I didn't like, but loved everything else. Loved the tinted moisturizer, loved the blushes, her bronzer stick, her new lippies. I actually have already put the color that I want to be wearing in the fall and winter. It's like more of a bold color in my Sephora cart for my next order because I absolutely loved them. So make sure you go check that video out. But the product that I went ahead and picked up on a whim, I was there to get our complexion product, to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy it because I haven't had the best luck with this brand, not Rim Beauty, but the complexion product brand. In the past, I've tried all their other complexion products and they just never really worked for me. So I have been taking a long time to decide to pick it up or not, and I did finally decide. So I know I'm kind of late to the game, but I decided to pick it up. However, we're going to try the Rim Beauty, I don't remember the exact name of this, the Cooling Blurring Under Eye Balm. So it can be used as a makeup primer, under eye primer, or as a skincare. We're going to try it as a makeup primer here. And it totally looks like Vaseline. Let's see if it, ooh, it feels like Vaseline too. I don't know how much we need, and like I said, that's about how much I put on there. We're going to warm it up between our fingers. I don't like to put a lot of product under the eyes, so we're going to go in with just a little, but I figured this would be good to put on now before we go in with our complexion product. I do feel like that kind of did do sorry guys, holy cow, I feel like that did blur a little. Okay, let me finish getting this tapped into the skin. Be very, very gentle with your under eye. That is like the thinnest skin we have. You always want to tap. Sometimes I'll lightly rub, but gosh, sorry guys, but I don't rub too hard, and then you want to lightly tap. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I feel like it did do some blurring. Yeah. Okay, Rim Beauty, I see you. I totally thought it was going to be straight up gimmicky. And I don't think you need a lot because I didn't use very much. I feel like it's a product that would ball up if you used a lot of. So let's go ahead and put some on the other. Oop, that was way too much. On the other eye real quick. Again, warm it up between your fingers. If you haven't tried this, I know that she just released. Yeah, that's totally blurring. Some new concealers. I've thought about giving them a try depending on how I like this, because this is the first Rim Beauty product I have tried. I do say I wish she maybe gave us a little scooper, because I don't necessarily like sticking my finger in there, but my hands are clean, and it's not like, you know, other people will be using this product. I do have some texture on my under eyes, and that's one reason why I was like, okay, let's see if this works and see how concealer goes over the top of it. So that will definitely be a deciding factor if I like it or not. Is it something that I would repurchase again? I got some cat hair on me now. I am not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure if I would. I feel like because you don't need very much of it, very little goes a long way, so I feel like it would last you a lifetime, 100%. But I really do feel like it blurred. Alright, well, again, not sure if I would repurchase. I would have to use it a couple times to decide, but I do like. Alright, so for our primer, we're actually going to use two primers, and I think I forgot to grab the other one. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, but it's right here. No worries. Alright, so for the first primer, we're going to go in with the Hayley's Beauty Refined Soft Matte Poreless Primer. This isn't new, but I figured there's no need to go off camera because then there is a new primer we're going to use after this one. And I just, you know, concentrated in my T-zone, where I have a little bit of those pores and some texture. Again, my pores aren't very large. I don't know what's going on with my voice. We're going to put some here. I love this primer, you guys. Like, I've had a love relationship with the e.l.f. Putty Primer and the Tarte Balm Primer, like the Pore Balm. But, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I feel like I'm cheating on those primers with this one. And then I'll tap it in. You know, you want to make sure you get it all tapped into those areas. And then we'll do the nose. I really do, but this is amazing. Hayley's Beauty is a really, really great brand. This is the third product actually I've tried from them. The concealer I have absolutely loved and will probably be the one I decide to put on today. I haven't decided yet. I mean, that's going to be off camera, but, and then we're going to go on the forehead a little. I mean, just watch how this just like instantly blurs. I've got a little bit of, I mean, you guys see that? Pores up there. We'll put some up here. But she's a female chemist and has all good ingredients. It's vegan and cruelty free. And it works so well. And I'm not someone who is a big fan of silicone based pore filling primers. Like the Benefit one did work. I did use it up years ago when I bought it, but it's not one that I've gone and repurchased multiple times like some people do, because it is silicone based and I don't like the silicone based ones. This one has a very nice smoothing velvety, I feel like that was hard to say while I was blending this in, feel to it, and I've been using it nonstop. I'm literally like squeezing it out of that bottle. That's just a deluxe size, but I do have the full size one in my cart on the website to go ahead and purchase because I really like it. I feel like it definitely gives a blurring. It fills those pores. It does what it needs to, and again, not silicone based, and I really like it. All right, so we got that on. We want to let it sit for a second, and then we're going to go in with our Glowy Primer because our complexion product is glowy. And that's why I went ahead and put the Pore Primer on first, because if we do the Glowy Primer, then you go and put the Pore Primer on because it is a soft matte. It may not be fully matte, but it is a soft matte. It's going to start mattifying the face, and then it's going to take that glow away. All right, so for our second primer, I don't always double prime. It just depends what I'm feeling that day, what my complexion product is. And that is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Nice Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Now this is also like a skincare hybrid makeup product. It can be used as a serum, it can be used as a glowy primer, and today we're going to use it as a glowy primer. I don't know if I would use it honestly as a skincare, honestly. Maybe on a day where I'm not necessarily wanting to have a bunch of makeup on, like a light no makeup look, maybe. But I don't think it's something that I would use on a daily basis. I really like the glow it's giving. That's nice. I think I actually did try this once, like a year or so ago. I think I got it in one of my BoxyCharms, or ordered it through BoxyCharms shop, which is where I actually purchased this one too. And I think I did use it as a serum. Because really, honestly, so I was someone in the past who, and I'm just going to tap it in a little, who really wasn't into makeup growing up. You know, I would do a little bit of mascara, maybe some foundation here and there, but I didn't even know about like undertones and all of that for my foundation. So I am sure, looking back, I looked ridiculous because I probably did not match well. And then like some eyeliner, maybe like one color of shadow on my actual lid, not even in my crease, like. And then a couple years ago, I started to get into makeup a little bit more, and that's when I started my channel, but it wasn't really much of a makeup channel. I was like getting into like subscription boxes and all of that, and then that's really what my channel was about up until the last like couple months. I was like, you know what, I want to take my channel on a different level. Like, I'm still gonna do my subscription boxes, I'm still gonna do my what I bought, what I got, but I want to add some stuff. I want to add something to my channel because I'm getting more into makeup, and that's when I started doing these videos, favorites videos. I'm actually going to be filming, hopefully this week, my everyday 10-minute summer makeup routine. Like, I'm not going away from what I used to do, but I'm adding other stuff into it as well. And so I really, before it was just a lot of fun. It was something, and it still is fun for me to do my videos. I love my subscribers. I love my channel. This is my me time. I'm a mom and a wife, and I work full time. So this is my escape time, and I absolutely love it. But it wasn't up until I started doing the makeup videos that I feel like I really started to put more work into my channel. I work really hard at these videos. I work really hard to come up with these videos, to go purchase the products for you guys, to do the editing, to film them. Like, it's honestly a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be under all these lights and be roasting. So I've just really put my heart into my channel the last few months, put so much effort into it. So I really do hope you guys like these, and I really do hope you give the video a thumbs up, because that tells me that you are enjoying these videos and you do subscribe and become a part of the family here. I've made some amazing friends off of YouTube. And I will also leave all my social media down below for you guys. I do have a TikTok. I do beauty, reviews and stuff on there as well. I have an Instagram. I'm not as active like I should be on Instagram. That is a goal of mine for this summer, is before the summer ends, we already know the end of July already, is to get more into, Instagram and doing more over there. All right, now that I gave that big speech, our complexion products. So like I said, I've tried other things from this brand, but for one reason or another, their complexion products just never worked for me, which is interesting because they are like a skincare makeup hybrid brand, and they do gear towards more aging, mature skin. But I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was the product, if it was primers I was using. I don't know. I just, for one reason or another, they never worked. So it took me a long time, probably about 4 months. I would say this has been out for about 4 months before I finally see, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I'm doing different things on this channel, and I am reviewing new products for you guys, so I gotta go ahead and review this. And it is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Nude Glow. It's supposed to give a nice little glow. It's got some skincare benefits, has SPF 40. Although I did hear that this is the first time that they have a chemical and a physical sunscreen in their CC creams, that typically in the past it's just, did I say physical and chemical? Physical and mineral. In the past, it's always just been a mineral sunscreen. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I typically go more for mineral sunscreens. Like, I have fallen in love with the Summer Fridays sunscreen. You guys have to go purchase that. Like, it literally just gives your complexion the coverage you need, the SPF coverage for sure. I mean, I've tried so many sunscreens this summer, and one of them that I tried, I put on right before we left to go to the pool, and 20 minutes of the pool I burned. That one was a toss. I've tried so many. This one 100% gives so much protection to your skin. It just evens out your skin tone. It gives you a glow. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. Like, I feel like it gives a tiny bit of coverage, but not a lot. But I feel like it makes me feel so confident in my skin. And I have some skin issues. I am someone, as you see, who has not been so religious with sunscreen. And I feel like that's one reason why I can say, always wear your sunscreen. Like, always. I'm always on my kids about it too. But it's just so beautiful. It gives a radiance look to your skin that I would feel comfortable not wearing anything but that. Anyways, oh, and my review on this, I actually really like it. I feel like it gave a pretty glow, and hopefully this will too. Hopefully this works, because like I said, you guys, I don't know. I don't know why in the past it never really worked for me, but honestly, no, it didn't. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed, because so far everything's been working really good. So I got this in the shade Light. So how I've been applying like CC creams and tinted moisturizers and moisturizers, God, I can't talk, and all that is I'll put on the back of my hand here, so it looks kind of dark for light, and I'll take a brush, and yeah, that's dark, but we can make it work. Maybe once it's all blended in, it will be fine. Oh my gosh, look at that glow. It's, whoo, baby. I'm pretty sure it also helps that we have the Glowy Primer underneath, but because I want to get as much coverage as I can with the, you know, tinted moisturizers, CC creams, because those typically don't give you much coverage. They say this is a light to medium coverage, and that's, you know, where I've been going with my complexion products lately. I don't typically like a full coverage, especially for an everyday. If it's like a going out makeup look, yeah, maybe them. But oh my gosh, look at that glow, you guys. We're doing one side, and it's actually blending in really well with this brush. I'll go back over it with my sponge just to even it out and make sure there's no streaks, because to be honest, this ain't the best foundation brush, because I typically don't use brushes, but this is how lately I've been applying it. I've been liking to do this to give me the most coverage, because the sponge does soak it up. But there's that, and then there's that. That's a beautiful glow. Holy cow. So we're gonna go ahead and apply on the other side. I will leave down in the description box all the products that we tried out today, and then next to it will be my final thoughts on the tinted moisturizer. So I will look at the time when we're done applying this and see what time it is, and it should be a good 8 hours. is probably, honestly, I'm going to bring it down to my neck because it is a little bit dark. They were out of the fair, which is what I originally was going to go for, but I thought light would work too, because I feel like this is really dark for light. But we're going to make it work. We will make it work. And we're going to bring it down here. So I usually take my makeup off anywhere between 5 and 5:30, even on my days off from work, because no matter what, I go to bed at 7. It's just, I'm old, you guys. I have to. All right, so for the forehead, we're only going to do about half a pump. I feel like that didn't give us the same amount of coverage, so let's go ahead and do half over here. Maybe it wasn't the same amount of pump, well, I mean same amount of pumps, but maybe not pumped out the same amount. So let's go ahead and do half over here, and then we'll do half up on the forehead. And as you see, I don't put any on my under eyes. I never put foundations up there because, again, I just don't like to put a lot of stuff under the eyes. But we'll definitely see how concealer lays on top of that Rim Beauty product. Now again, this is just a CC cream and it's light to medium. You can probably build it up. I mean, I feel like I already put quite a bit of product on as it is. I did 3 pumps on both sides, and then we did half a pump up here. We might go ahead and do another half and make it a full pump, but I'm loving the glow this is giving. I mean, we're glowing to Mars, ladies, and I do like a nice glow to my skin. Let's go ahead and do another half pump on the forehead. If anyone has a good foundation brush, I heard the Hayley's Beauty is a really good one. Comment down below and let me know. And if you've tried this, I want to know. I want to know your thoughts. Or if you haven't, are you going to pick it up now? Don't forget to check that description box because it will have, you know, the wear test and my final thoughts, because clearly this is a first impressions, but I will definitely check it out throughout the day. So now I'm going to go ahead and go through and just make sure it's all blended. There's no, you know, streaks from the brush. It's the only foundation brush I have because, like I said, I like to apply with my sponge, but lately I've been applying with the brush and then go in and blend out with the sponge because I just like the look the sponge gives. I know it soaks up product, and that's why I've been using a brush to apply, because it just gives you the most coverage. And I feel like once we're blending this out, the color looks a little better. It's not as dark, but everything will come together. She's definitely a dark light though. I might, if it's as good of a product as I'm hoping it is, that I finally found It Cosmetics CC cream that I will wear and love, I might go ahead and pick up Fair as well. And you know, as I get more sun this summer, this might start matching me better, but Fair would definitely probably be my skin tone shade for the fall. Because I mean, I feel like in the summertime a glowy look is in. It's the thing you want to, especially with dry skin, you want to look, you know, have on your face. You want to be glowy, but I feel like you can do that in the summer, in the fall and winter too. Like, and I feel like it gave us a good coverage. I really do. I really feel like it gave us a good, solid, light to medium. It looks really good, you guys. Really, I have cat hair on my lip since he tried to jump up here. And you know, for some reason it's coming across on camera a lot darker, because actually looking, gosh, my 10x mirror, it's not as dark. It's actually a perfect match. So there you guys go. I really, really like it. Of course, we're gonna have to see how everything else wears on top, and we'll have to see how it wears throughout the day. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and trying to think, because we don't have a new bronzer and highlighter, but we have a new blush that I'm super excited for, especially because I really like this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera. I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna finish up my eyes. I'll do my concealer, and then we'll do the bronzer. I don't think we're gonna do highlighter because I feel like I'm glowy enough. Like, now don't get me wrong, I'm someone who loves a blinding highlight, and I feel like there's a time and place for that. And today I don't think we need one because we're glowing to the Mars with that, and we have an illuminating blush, so that might take its place. I'll go ahead and put some shimmer shade from the eyeshadow in the inner corners, but I don't think we need one. I don't think we need one for the face. So I'm gonna go off camera, get that stuff done, and then we'll come back on and we will do our blush. So I'm so excited. We'll do the mascara. I do that after I do my concealer. We'll set the face, we'll set the face after we do the blush, so that I don't have a new powder to try with you guys, but I'll go ahead and do it on camera because there's no point to go off camera just to do that. And then we'll have our lip products. I think that's it, guys. So let me go off camera and go ahead and get that stuff done, and then I'll be right back and we'll finish up the face. Alright guys, so I am back. I did my concealer. I used the NYX Serum Concealer. I really like it because it's lightweight. And I'm going to go ahead and do the new blush, and then we will set the face, and then we'll do bronzer. I went ahead and decided to do bronzer on camera because although this is one that I even showed in a what I bought, what I got, or in a first impressions, I guess we're showing it now. It's not a first impressions, but I really do like it. Oh, sorry guys. And I just couldn't wait to try it because there was so much good hype about it, and I've never tried their foundation before. But I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys now. However, for our blush, I finally got my hands on the new e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. I feel like this blush is going to be perfect for our glowy skin that we still have glowing because we haven't set it yet. And I went ahead and looked at my face off camera, and it definitely is showing darker, especially on this side on camera, than it actually is in person, and it looks so beautiful. I will say that almost all CC creams, tinted moisturizers, light coverage foundation, full coverage foundations do settle in my creases here. And again, concealers, they always crease on my under eyes, but I always will rate a concealer based off of how much creasing. I do have a couple that are like my holy grail, and the NYX serum one is my drugstore holy grail. And then I do have two others, which is that Hayley's Rewind and the Tarte Power Flex high-end concealers I absolutely love that barely crease on me. So that's how I rate those. And again, I forgot to tell you guys what time we stopped applying the CC cream. That was 8 o'clock. So if I take it off at 5, that gives us an 8-hour wear test, or 5:30 gives us 8.5. So that's a good amount of wear time. So again, check description box for that information where the product will be listed. And I got the blush in the shade Maui, and it does look like it has some shimmer, so I'm hoping not, because I don't like a very shimmery blush. And we're going to use this hourglass. I use this side to set my eyes, like my primer, and then I use this side for my cream blushes. Has some cat hair on it. Alright, so how I do is I'm just going to dip it in here. So we're going to go like this. We're going to coat that brush, but then how I like to do this, especially for cream blushes and the first time using them, is I will tap it on the back of my hand a little. So here's what it's kind of showing. That's really pretty. Alright, you guys ready? Oh wait, let's do the bronzer first. I always do my bronzer first. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't think about that. I'm kind of all over the place in my head today. I apologize. I barely got sleep. So the bronzer that isn't a first impressions, but I haven't tried it on camera. I'm going to go ahead and try it on camera for you guys today, is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. And I got it in the shade Fair, which is a tad light on me, but I can make it work. I feel like we can make it work. So we're going to try it. What brush do I want to use? That's more of a, let's grab this one real quick. That is behind me. We're going to use the Morphe. I use this one a lot. I don't know why I don't know the name because I use it a lot. M553. It's a bigger one. And we're just going to swirl it around in there. And then tap off a little excess. Okay, you guys ready? Let's fix my mirror here. All right. And then for my bronzer to start with, oh, this brush is shedding. It never does that. I like to tap it on first, and then I'll start slowly buffing it in. And then I'll bring it on the ears a little. That's a really, really, really pretty, soft, silky bronzer. I really like this bronzer. I've used it quite a bit. And I used to not put any bronzer on my forehead because of, you know what, actually, I don't really think we need to set down the face. I feel like, do we really need to? I need to set my concealer for sure. And we're gonna tap and then start blending. Because of having my dark spots up there from my sun damage, it really, in the past when I've used bronzer up there, it looks muddy. However, I found a trick. So I do now put my bronzer up there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna set the face. I probably should have said it before this, but again, you know, yeah, they say there's hard and fast rules, but it's makeup, you guys. Just play in it, just have fun in it. I remember when I first started getting more into makeup a couple of years ago, like I mentioned, I always would follow those rules, and eventually I'm like, it's makeup, it comes off, it's not a big deal, it's fun to play in. I feel like you guys can get a better look of the bronzer on this side, but it's so pretty. I have more texture over here, so this side, and I feel like it's a perfect match if I build it up. I should have went with light, and I think I'm gonna go get light as well. But what I've been doing is my sun damage spots are like right here, so I will start the bronzer here and just lightly, you know, buff it down into that hairline on each side, and it's not making it muddy because I don't have the sun damage spots there. And I'll do it on the other side, and then I'll take whatever I have left over on my brush, and then I'll start blending it kind of over the sun damage spots, but not quite either. You'll see. And I went ahead and did the brows as well. They actually came out almost like twins today. Yesterday they did not. They looked more like distant cousins than anything. So I'm just blending that into the hairline, but also bringing it down as well. And then whatever I have left on the brush, I'll just take right here at the hairline and just blend it like that. Alright, we're going to put a little bit on the neck. We're going to snatch, or I guess our chin line. We're going to snatch up this double chin I got going on. Maybe if I move back a little. I don't know why everything's looking way darker on camera than what it really is. I promise you it's not as dark. And then let's go ahead and take this brush, and we're gonna, I mean, as you can see, it's definitely well loved and used. We're gonna go ahead and do the nose. I don't usually do this step, or even my neck, honestly. I usually just do up on the forehead and the cheeks, and I don't even do the forehead every day, but for the sake of the video and sharing this finally with you guys, we're gonna go ahead and do it all. Alright, it's a really good, nice bronzer. I really like that bronzer. Alright, now for the blush. And then we'll set the face, because we need to set this. I know a lot of people will set like cream bronzers, blushes, highlighters, and stuff with another blush, bronzer, highlighter, and all that, but I don't typically do that. All right, so you guys ready for this? Because I am. Ooh, she's pretty. That's a gorgeous color. That's like my color. That is a perfect blush color for me. And I'm just tapping it on, bringing it up. And you know, it looks like in the pan it's going to have shimmer, but it doesn't. It's definitely luminous. I mean, look at that. We definitely don't need highlighter, which is kind of what I was hoping for. I was, you know, like, you know what, maybe let's not do highlighter today. We may not need it, and I was right. I mean, this is a really, really pretty blush. The color is totally my jam. It's very glowy and luminous, perfect for summer. And then we're going to put a little bit on the nose. I always do that. Sorry, my husband had messaged me. My hair is just flying everywhere today, but I'm pretty sure it's because I have that fan behind me. Yeah, she's pretty. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know if you guys have tried this, because like I said, I'm late to the game with this. And I feel like it definitely can build up, but I don't think, you know, a lot of cream blushes, if you build it up, sometimes it gets too pigmented. I don't feel like that happens with this. We're going to add a little bit more to this side, especially because once we set the face, we will lose a little bit of the pigment. So I want to make sure even under that powder, we're going to have some pigment. Man, you guys, this is like probably one of the best first impressions. Like I said, the last one I did, everything worked well besides her illuminating primer, but I'm loving everything. I mean, even the Colourpop eyeshadow palette I do like. It's just not, you know, one of my favorites from Colourpop, but I do like. All right, I'm just making sure everything is even and no creases, because now we're going to go in and we're going to set the face. And I'm going to use the Hayley Beauty Soft Focus setting powder in the shade Light. It's got like a pink tint to it. And then we're going to use the Power Puff. I'm telling you guys, the power of this puff is amazing. I feel so weird not putting on highlighter too, because I'm so used to highlighter. We're going to go ahead and start up here. And we're just going to set the center of the face. Stay away from that bronzer. And I'm just going to do the center and the blush. We're not really going to do the outer parts of the face. And then we're going to use to set at the end with a setting spray. We're going to use the Rare Beauty's 4-1 Optimus setting spray. I really do like that. It gave a nice glow when I used it in my first impressions. And I really like this. This like blurs the skin. This powder is amazing. Alright. And then let's go ahead and set that blush. Well, that was a little too much. And then we will go and set the under eyes. And as you can see, you can still see a little bit of my discoloration, but I don't like to, I don't like how do I put this? Oh, even after setting it, we still got that pigment. I was expecting some of that pigment to go away. That's why we put as much on as we did. However, I'm okay with as much as we put on. Like, because she's pretty. She definitely gave a very pretty luminous glow. And look how that just like softened the skin. Look at that. So pretty. And you see that glowiness? I mean, hello. I am so glad I finally got this. I don't know why, but my Ulta was like never in stock with it. It was like never in stock. Alright, so there's no creases under there, so that's nice. So we're going to go ahead and set it, and I'm going to use this side to set the under eyes. I'm telling you guys, go get a Power Puff if you've never used one. And then we will try out the new mascara I've got. I like to do my mascara after I've done everything to my under eyes. It's just the order I like to do things. You do it however you want to do it. But I'm telling you, this powder is great. That blush is beautiful. I mean, we didn't even lose that much pigment. And that puff works like a dream. I'm gonna go ahead and take the puff and just go over this to make sure it's all in those creases so they don't start creasing again. Once I set my forehead, I usually don't crease after that. All right, so we have three more products, then we're done. So for our mascara, we're going to use the Covergirl Lash Plumping Mascara. It's supposed to lift your lashes. It's supposed to give them a nice plumping look. I am someone who likes a wet formula. I mean, my lashes do too. My lashes and myself don't really like a dry formula. And I like my lashes to be lifting. So here's what she looks like. Again, I feel like Drugstore does a great job with mascaras. That's an interesting wand. So it's the fluffy type wand, but then it's bent. Interesting. All right, well, let's give her a try. I think we're gonna start out using this flat side, and then we're going with that side. Okay. I am pretty hard on high-end mascaras just because you can get some good drugstore mascaras, like I said. So we shall see how this one works out. All right, so that gave some lifting. I'll say I have some other ones that gave me a little bit more of a lift, but not bad. Let's go ahead now and dip back in to the tube, and we're gonna use the other side. Maybe that side will lift it more. Yep, I'm using the right side. I'm like, wait, am I? Because I'm so used to like turning my wand as I'm doing it. And I usually don't put lashes on my lower lash line. I like to leave that empty. Unless, like, you know, I'm going out with the husband or the family or, you know, a girls' night out, then I'll put color on the, or color, technically it is, I guess. Put mascara on the lower lashes, but for the video we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I feel like using this side, it lifts them more. My mirror is dirty. I got a dirty mirror from this video. Definitely lifted them more. So let's go ahead and use that side and do the lower lashes. Our complexion, guys, looks amazing. And that actually worked pretty well on the lower lashes too. I don't know why, I just don't usually like my lower lashes with mascara. I can't tell you why. I just like the bare look that it gives, like if you don't put any on. But like I said, for the sake of the video and trying out the new products, we will definitely do that. Alright, so I do like this mascara. Even with the other side giving me more of a lift, I will say I do have other mascaras I like more. But this one ain't bad. I'll use it up. I don't know if I would repurchase it just because it didn't wow me. And I do have the Maybelline Sky High that wows me. Like, that is my all-time favorite drugstore mascara. So that one I will repurchase when I'm out of. But it's not bad. It's not a bad mascara. And then let's go ahead and use the lifting side and lift them now. I'm assuming that's why there's two different sides to it, but I don't know. It's a good mascara. Mine just are very sparse and thin, so I need more of a lift for sure. All right, and then we just have lips and we're done. So Colourpop, with the new Princess collection they came out with, I'm just like baffled by how glowy and beautiful the skin looks. I'm impressed by the It Cosmetics CC cream. I 100% will repurchase this and 100% try it again. Love the blush. So beautiful. I love how it looked like it was shimmery in the pot, but once you get it on, it's not. It's just this beautiful luminous look. I definitely will reuse that and repurchase it. I love their original putty blush, so I figured I would love it. But for Colourpop, they came out with new lippies as well. So let's go ahead and clean up the lips. Get off, that's dry by now. Get off any of the CC cream we have on there. That lip oil felt really nice going on. So I will definitely use that again. I did not grab a lip liner, but I have a ton here from Colourpop even, because not too long ago I purchased their lippy box thing. So here's what the color looks like. It's a really pretty brown. I'm a neutral girl. Here's the packaging, super cute, and it's the shade Mona. I'm a very neutral girl. I like pinky nudes. I like a true brown nude. So you guys will see that a lot for my lips and my eyes. Like I said, I normally don't do a colorful eye look, but I figured, like I said, for the sake of today's video, we're doing a colorful eye look. So we did. So I'm just trying to figure out lip liner. I don't know why I didn't think about a lip liner. I don't always use them, but definitely will use them for lipsticks. That one might be a good one. Let's check this color. If this one isn't, yeah. So for our lip liner, we're going to use a Colourpop lip liner. I mean, we're using Colourpop. And let me go ahead and swatch it for you. And I like to line my lips, like overline them and fill them in. I feel like when you fill in your lips with a lip liner, at least on my lips, you get more of a payoff. It lasts longer on your lips like your lipstick does. And then we have a gloss we're going to go over it as well. But here is the lip liner. So it's not the exact color match, but I don't always match the exact color. And this one is in the shade OBY1. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they got their names. But these are really good lip liners. They're really creamy. They don't tug. They don't pull. And that lip oil really hydrated my lips. I have had such dry lips lately. So that's helpful. So now I'm just lining the top lip with the liner. And then I do the bottom. These are really good for doing that too, like filling in. I mean, they're so nice that you could even use these on their own as like a lip product. And then I go like that. I will say, as I was up close, I do always have dry patches here on the sides of my mouth, and it is kind of the CC cream is sticking to those. But again, almost all like foundations, CC creams, tinted moisturizers, all that, they all do that. Even like my favorite light coverage foundation from NARS, the light reflecting, is by far my favorite light coverage foundation. It's so beautiful. It always does that. They always crease into my fine lines there until I set them. So I'm basing it more off of how it looks. Is it glowy? It definitely still is very glowy, although where we did set it, it did lose a little bit of the glow. But we're gonna go in with Rare Beauty's 4-in-1 Optimist setting spray, and that will give the glow back. So that is a tip for any of you guys who like a glowy look and you lose that when you set down your face with a powder, is use some type of glowing setting spray and it will bring it back. Especially that one. I got that in a deluxe travel size. I will 100% repurchase the full size when I'm out of it. But I'm more based off of, is it giving me the coverage it says? Is it giving me the look it says? The longevity. Now CC creams shouldn't last too long, so I'm not expecting it to last forever. Alright guys, we're gonna go in with the lipstick now. Super cute packaging. Again, if you're a collector person, definitely pick this stuff up. That's pretty. It's nice and creamy. It's supposed to be a matte, but it's also supposed to be creamy, and it is. I just messed it up right there. There you go. All right. It's creamy. It's applying very well, and I like it. All right, we're gonna let that sit for just a second while we spray the face, and then we're gonna go in with the Colourpop So Glassy Lip Gloss in the shade, doesn't have a shade on it, in the shade, whatever the shade is, because I don't see it. And here's what it will look like. It's got a little bit of color, but not too much. And again, it's like a brown color. Go figure. And then I'll give my final thoughts. Alright, so let's go ahead and spray. One thing I've learned with this setting spray is you don't want to use too much. If you use too much, you do end up looking like a tin man. Although it probably looks like I'm using a lot. I'm not, I promise. It's just the fan came back over here. I was trying to apply it while the fan was oscillating that way. And we're gonna let it dry down. That's so creamy. That's one thing I love about Colourpop, is they are so inexpensive, and their products, I guess I'm down here, are really good. Alright, now we're gonna go in with the gloss. I'll give my final thoughts and I'll let you guys go. Typically my videos aren't this long, I promise. Ew. She's giving us a glossy lip. Very glass-like, like it promises. It definitely gave us the glass look. So pretty. And it feels really good and hydrating and nourishing. Alright guys, so that is it. That is the final look. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of all these products. I absolutely love everything. I am so shocked by the IT Cosmetics. Honestly, I figured I'm gonna buy it for the sake of doing a first impressions video, getting this out to you guys, and I didn't think I would love it as much. And look how that setting spray gave us our glow back. So pretty. I would repurchase everything. I loved everything. Well, I shouldn't say repurchase everything. I loved everything. I don't think I would repurchase this. I did like it. This is the one product I will say I didn't love, but I do like it. I'll use it up. It's just not something I would repurchase. I definitely have other drugstore for sure, like my Maybelline Sky High, that I love more. I am loving this so far. Go ahead and pick it up. I'm saying that now off of first impressions, but definitely check the description box. I love this. I'm like almost 100% sure I used this as a serum like a year or two ago. Absolutely love this. I think it's a great glowy primer. Love this. It gave a nice hydrating look. It just was really nice and smooth on, and it kept them nice and hydrated while doing the makeup. This definitely gave a very glossy, beautiful glass look. I'm impressed. Love the lipstick, 100%. Love this. My two favorite products would be this and the It Cosmetics CC cream, which is such a surprise. And then this I would have to use more often to see about skincare benefits, but I really do think it blurred. It was not gimmicky like I thought it was going to be. Would I repurchase it? I would say as of right now, no. But this will last you so long because it doesn't require using a lot at all. But it was a good product. I'm glad I did go ahead and pick it up on a whim. All right, guys, so that's it. That is everything I have for you in this first impressions. Please make sure you give the video a thumbs up and you subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. But thank you so much for watching.